The name cashew in English has been derived from the Portuguese name for the fruit, which comes from the cashew tree, kaju. In the vernacular referred to as kaju or the kaju tree. Cashew is not actually a nut, but a seed. The cashew tree is native to Brazil, however the top producing countries worldwide include the Ivory Coast, Tanzania, Benin, Mali, Nigeria, Burundi, Vietnam, India, and the Philippines. Sri Lanka too produces smaller quantities of the cashew nut, and it's sought after for its quality and exceptionally rich taste profile. Cashew is commonly consumed on its own, with flavor additions, as cashew butter, or as a mixed nut combination. It is also extremely popular as an addition to desserts and sweets. In South Asian cuisine it is also used to add flavor and texture to savory dishes, salads and rice preparations. This is the cashew, which is commonly recognized by everyone. However, to reach this final edible state, there are a series of processes which the fruit from the tree must undergo. The cashew tree thrives in the tropics and is admirably adapted to lowland areas, with a pronounced dry and hot season. The tree can grow up to a height of 14 meters, but the dwarf cultivar, growing up to just 6 meters, proved to be more profitable, with faster maturity and higher yields. The cashews are harvested from plantations after about 2 months. What grows on the trees are the fruits called the cashew apples, while the nuts form below. Once the cashew apple section is removed, the nut is brought in for processing. This is the beginning of a series of processing steps, mainly manual in nature. The first step is to separate the hard outer layer, which is the shell, and extract the seed which is inside. The shells are weighed and fed into a machine which slices the hard outer layer, exposing the seed inside. One has to take particular care not to come in contact with the sliced shells, as they contain oil compounds which are a potent skin irritant. The shells are mostly discarded, though the chemical cardinal can be easily extracted for uses such as biotechnology and nanotechnology. Once the inner cashew nuts are removed and separated from the hard shell, it's fed into an oven for preliminary drying. Once dried, the cashews are taken out. They then undergo a manual process, where the skin which has flaked is gently removed. Once the batch is cleaned and ready, it's once again put into the oven for further drying and baking. Finally, the product which comes out is oven-dried cashew, ready for consumption. The best way to store cashew is in an airtight container at room temperature. Of course, today there are numerous flavor profiles created by the addition of ingredients such as chocolate, chili, or other spices. Cashew is a healthy addition to your diet when consumed in moderation. Raw cashews are a good source for many vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidants that are needed for good health. The reason why cashew is relatively expensive is probably its seasonality and the labor-intensive processing it undergoes to reach an edible state. Just a handful, around 30 grams, can contain 12 grams of healthy saturated fats, 5.2 grams of protein, 8.6 grams of carbs, and 0.9 grams of fiber, all amounting to just 157 calories. Cashews are also cholesterol and sodium-free and are a great source of vitamin K. Many people looking for healthy diet options incorporating plant-based products choose cashew, as it's vegan and a viable substitute for dairy products. Sprinkling, or having a handful with your breakfast cereal, is a great nutritious addition to your morning meal.